Have you ever found yourself wondering about the changes your body, particularly your intimate life, goes through after 60? These changes can feel confusing, even unsettling, leaving you with questions about what's normal and how to navigate this new phase of life. In today's video, we're diving deep into the truth behind these transformations, what's happening, why it's happening, and most importantly, how you can continue to maintain a fulfilling, intimate connection with your partner. Stay with me until the end, because I'll be sharing powerful, actionable insights that can help you embrace this stage of life with confidence, leading to an even deeper and more satisfying relationship than ever before. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave either 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now let's get started today. I want to open my heart and share something deeply personal and profoundly important, something that impacts millions of men, but is often kept hidden behind walls of silence, embarrassment, and confusion. I'm talking about the changes that the male body, particularly the male member, undergoes after the age of 60. This is more than a discussion based on clinical knowledge. It's rooted in real-life experiences and a genuine desire to bring light to a topic that strikes at the very core of masculinity. I speak with the utmost respect, care, and professionalism, because this subject requires sensitivity and understanding. I know that many of you who have crossed the threshold of 50 are quietly grappling with a host of silent worries, lingering questions, and nagging doubts about what lies ahead in this phase of life. If you find yourself navigating the rich and complex journey of maturity, I invite you to stay with me throughout this entire conversation. I assure you, this will be an enlightening and eye-opening discussion filled with essential, actionable insights that could very well transform the way you view yourself and your intimate life. The human body is an ever-changing, evolving masterpiece, continuously adapting from the moment we're born until our very last breath. But as we age, many men are taken aback by how dramatically these changes can affect some of the most intimate and deeply personal aspects of their lives. The male member is no exception to these changes. As we move into our 60s and beyond, noticeable transformations occur, ones that can sometimes feel unsettling or confusing. But let me be clear, what you're experiencing is not just in your head, and it's certainly not something to be ashamed of. The looming questions that many are too afraid to ask come to the forefront. What changes can you expect after 60? Is what you're going through normal? And most importantly, how can you continue to nurture and maintain a deeply satisfying, intimate life despite these changes? These are questions that deserve thoughtful, honest answers, because this phase of life is not the end of your sexuality or masculinity. Instead, it marks the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter that, with the right understanding, can lead to even greater emotional connection, personal fulfillment, and a richer, more meaningful, intimate life than you ever imagined. So let's explore these changes together with openness, respect, and a desire to grow. You deserve nothing less. Let's begin with one of the most immediate and noticeable changes: elasticity. Over the years, the tissues in the male member, just like every other part of your body, gradually lose their flexibility. This is a natural and inevitable consequence of aging, but knowing that doesn't necessarily make it easier to face. As muscles across your body lose tone and strength, so too does the skin of the male member become thinner, less elastic, and more fragile. This slow and steady shift directly affects the firmness and consistency of your erections. What was once automatic, as effortless as breathing, attaining and maintaining an erection, now requires more effort, more time, and sometimes more patience. It's no longer as predictable or reliable as it was in your younger years. And if we're being honest, that can be a real hit to your confidence. So what exactly is happening? Why do these changes feel so overwhelming and disorienting? One of the primary factors is something that affects nearly every aspect of our health as we age. Blood circulation after the age of 60. Circulation begins to slow down and the efficiency of blood flow diminishes. This decrease in blood flow has a direct impact on your intimate experiences. The blood that once rushed effortlessly to fill the cavernous bodies during arousal now arrives with less force, less vigor, and sometimes not enough to create the same level of firmness. Compounding this issue, the walls of your blood vessels can become more rigid as the years go by, leading to conditions like atherosclerosis, which further complicates matters. These changes in blood flow and vessel elasticity create a perfect storm for a condition that many men fear, but too you openly discuss: erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction, or the inability to achieve or maintain an erection suitable for sexual activity, becomes more common with age. This condition, which can range from mild to severe impacts, not only physical intimacy but also emotional well-being. It's easy to see why many men internalize these changes as a sign of losing their vitality, their masculinity, or their ability to connect with their partner. But it's important to remember that this is a normal part of the aging process and doesn't define your worth or your ability to experience pleasure. These changes, while challenging, are not the end of intimacy. With knowledge, understanding, and the right approach, you can navigate this transition with confidence, ensuring that your intimate life remains fulfilling and deeply satisfying. Well into your later years, statistics may be sobering, but they are critical to understanding the reality. Many men face between 40% and 70% of men over 60 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction. But before you let that number scare you, let me assure you there's no need to panic. Yes, it's a delicate and sensitive topic, but it is also one that comes with hope, solutions, and a clear path forward. Erectile dysfunction is not an inevitable end to your intimate life. In fact, countless men discover that with the right physical, mental, and emotional approaches, they can continue to enjoy a deeply fulfilling, passionate connection with their partners. Well into their later years, I urge you to approach this, not with fear or shame, but with curiosity, openness, and a willingness to grow. This moment is not the end of your intimacy, it's the beginning of a new chapter, one brimming with potential for growth, understanding, and perhaps even deeper intimacy than ever before. So let's walk through this together, because you deserve nothing less than a life filled with vitality, confidence, and love, regardless of age. Another crucial factor that profoundly affects the male member after 60 is the natural decline in testosterone levels, often called the lifeblood of male. Vitality, testosterone, is the hormone responsible for fueling sexual desire, strength, and numerous essential functions in the male body starting at age 40. This vital hormone begins to decrease gradually, but after 60 the decline becomes more pronounced. Its effects can feel immediate and at times disheartening. Lower testosterone levels often bring noticeable changes in libido, leaving many men wrestling with a fading sense of sexual desire. The once ever-present flame of youthful passion may now flicker more sporadically, sparking feelings of loss or frustration. But here's the truth: while testosterone may wane and libido may not roar as it once did, this does not mark the end of pleasure, intimacy, or connection. On the contrary, it can be an invitation to rediscover and reshape your approach to sexuality. The need for impulsive, urgent encounters may evolve into a deeper, more emotionally connected experience with your partner. At this stage of life, intimacy often shifts from being focused on quantity to a more profound emphasis on quality. This transformation can open the door to a rich, rewarding sexual experience that transcends mere physical performance. This phase of life offers a unique opportunity to redefine what pleasure truly means, not solely in terms of the firmness of the male member, but in the closeness, tenderness, and emotional intimacy you share with your partner. With age comes wisdom, and this wisdom can enrich your intimate life, fostering a deeper, more meaningful connection. Yes, physical desire may be and flow differently, but that does not mean passion or pleasure must take a back seat instead. This is your moment to embrace a new, mature form of intimacy, one that's less about performance and more about connection, satisfaction, and emotional fulfillment. Your journey in this stage of life can be one of the most rewarding and passionate times if approached with the right mindset and openness to adapt. The deeper bonds formed through emotional intimacy, understanding, and trust can lead to a more fulfilling connection than ever before. Passion doesn't fade, it evolves, and so can you. For many men over the age of 61, of the most unsettling challenges they face is the gradual reduction in sensitivity within the male member as the body ages. Those familiar sensations that once responded with ease and vigor start to fade, leaving many men wondering why the experience of touch, the ability to feel pleasure, or even the pathway to climax has become so elusive. What once seemed effortless now takes longer, sometimes requiring more focus and patience to reach that peak. For some men, the intensity of pleasure so vivid, sharp, and all-consuming, has dulled, leaving them feeling as though something vital has slipped away. It's as if the sensations that used to surge through the body, like waves, have quieted, creating an emotional ripple of concern, frustration, and even sorrow. This change, while disorienting and often accompanied by feelings of disappointment, is not without explanation. One of the primary reasons for this reduction in sensitivity is a gradual decline in both elasticity and blood flow, which we discussed earlier. The one steady and forceful circulation that kept your erections firm and your responses immediate is now struggling to maintain that same intensity. The body, in its natural aging process, begins to slow down, and with it, the vibrancy of these once automatic responses. But there's another layer, one that cuts even deeper into the heart of the matter. The nerve endings, those delicate transmitters of pleasure, ALS, also start to diminish as we age. Their numbers slowly dwindle, altering the way sensations are processed and perceived, leaving some men feeling as though their bodies have betrayed them. This subtle yet powerful shift can lead to a sense of loss, as the intense physical pleasure of years past now feels more distant, less overwhelming. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. However, it is crucial to remember that while these changes may feel disheartening, at first they are not a death sentence to your intimate life. Yes, it may feel like you're losing something essential, but with patience, an open mind, and a willingness to adapt, there is an opportunity for deeper growth and understanding. What's happening is not a retreat from pleasure, but an invitation to rediscover it in new ways. This phase of life is not about chasing the same sensations of youth, but about embracing the evolution of intimacy in all its richness and complexity. This moment is not the end. It's the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where sexuality is no longer defined by physical performance alone, but by emotional connection, mutual understanding, and a profound sense of closeness. It's a time to explore the depth of your relationship with your partner on an entirely new level. No longer is the act of intimacy simply about reaching climax quickly or measuring the firmness of an erection. Now it's about slowing down, truly savoring the moments and finding joy in every small touch, every glance, every heartbeat shared. Intimacy after 60 becomes something richer and more meaningful. It's a symphony of emotions, mental connections, and spiritual bonds where pleasure is redefined by the quality of the experience shared, not the strength of physical sensation. It's about allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to lean into the trust and love built over the years, and to create a space where both partners can feel seen, heard, and valued in ways that go far beyond the physical. In this chapter of life, pleasure takes on a new form, one that is deeper, more intentional, and ultimately more fulfilling. It's an opportunity to rewrite the rules of intimacy, to discover that while your body may have changed, the capacity for passion, connection, and love remains as strong as ever. In fact, this stage of life offers a chance to experience a type of intimacy that transcends the physical and taps into something more profound, something that feeds not just the body, but the heart and soul. So as you navigate these changes, remember that this is not a decline, it's a transformation, a beautiful, necessary evolution that allows for a new kind of closeness, one built on years of shared experiences, understanding, and deep emotional intimacy with the right mindset. This chapter of your life can be one of the most rewarding and passionate, yet this shift in perspective can completely transform how you approach intimacy, turning what may initially seem like a challenge into a profound opportunity for growth and connection as you navigate the changes that come with age. It's vital to remind yourself that your worth, your ability to love and be loved, and your capacity for connection have not diminished. They have evolved. You are not losing your sexual self. Instead, you are stepping into a new, powerful stage of life where intimacy has the potential to be even more meaningful than ever before. This is a time when the bonds of emotional connection and trust take on deeper significance, making every intimate experience richer and more fulfilling. It's essential to understand that it's not just your body that shapes your experience of sexuality. Your mind plays an equally, if not more powerful role in how you perceive and engage with intimacy. Especially as you age, for many men over 60, the physical changes that accompany aging, whether it's erectile dysfunction, reduced libido, or changes in sensitivity, can deeply affect their confidence. What once came easily and naturally may now require patience and more effort. And that transition can bring feelings of frustration, anxiety, or even shame. These emotions can weigh heavily, casting a shadow over what should be a beautiful, joyful part of life. But here's something important to remember. Sexuality is not defined solely by physical performance, far from it. The true essence of intimate lies in emotional connection, vulnerability, and trust. These elements are the heart of satisfaction. And they become even more crucial as we age, when you allow yourself to be emotionally open and present with your partner. The depth of the connection you experience can far outweigh any physical limitations. It's in these moments of emotional vulnerability that true intimacy is born, where love, understanding, and mutual respect can flourish in ways you may have never experienced before. For many men, opening up about these changes with their partner can feel daunting. It's all too easy to internalize the struggle, to retreat inward, fearing judgment or rejection. But let me reassure you, having these conversations is not just important. It's liberating. Honest, open communication about your feelings, fears, and desires can build bridges of emotional intimacy that are far more resilient than any physical connection alone. When you stop hiding insecurities and start sharing your authentic self, it creates space for the relationship to grow, to evolve, and to deepen in ways that go beyond the physical. The truth is, emotional intimacy can breathe new life into a relationship. It allows you and your partner to explore new dimensions of your bond, to understand one another on a level that transcends the physical. This kind of openness fosters an environment where both partners feel valued, heard, and seen, where trust becomes the foundation of your intimacy rather than performance. And that is where true satisfaction, fulfillment, and love reside. Moreover, male psychology plays a significant role in how these changes are perceived. We live in a society that often equates masculinity with sexual prowess, and it's easy to see why some men might view these physical shifts as a loss of their manhood or power. But let me tell you, nothing could be further from the truth. These changes are not a diminishment of your masculinity. They are a natural, inevitable part of life's journey, in fact, rather than seeing them as a loss. It's time to embrace them as an opportunity for growth, for redefining what it means to be a man. At this stage of life, masculinity is not and never has been defined by the way your body functions. True masculinity is measured by your strength of character, your resilience in the face of change, and your capacity to love and connect with others on a deeper level. It's about how you show up for yourself and your partner, how you navigate life's transitions with grace and wisdom, and how you continue to evolve as a person. So as you face these changes, know that you are not losing anything. You are gaining an opportunity to grow, to redefine what intimacy means, and to deepen the emotional and spiritual connection with your partner. This is your chance to step into a new chapter of life with strength, confidence, and a renewed sense of purpose. You are not defined by your physical abilities. You are defined by the love you give, the connection you cultivate, and the resilience with which you embrace every stage of life. This is why it is absolutely essential to educate ourselves and break free from the damaging stigma that so often surrounds aging. Society has long held on to outdated beliefs that equate growing older with decline, especially in areas like sexuality and intimacy, but nothing could be further from the truth. Aging doesn't signal the end of vitality. It marks the beginning of a new chapter. One rich with wisdom, patience, and emotional depth. The lens through which we view aging needs to shift, because this stage of life is not about loss or limitation. It's about embracing the fullness of who you are, both physically and emotionally. Sexuality at this age is not about proving your worth or capabilities to anyone. It's about deeply connecting with yourself and your partner. Understanding that true intimacy transcends the mechanics of the body. It is about the tenderness of touch, the beauty of vulnerability, and the profound emotional connection you share. My dear friends, the changes that the male body undergoes after 60 are not a death sentence to your sex life. In fact, they are far from it. These changes represent the gateway to a new phase, a stage of life that can be filled with deeper understanding and richer emotional connection than you've ever experienced before. Sexuality doesn't vanish. It evolves, and with the right knowledge, patience, and open communication with your partner, you can continue to enjoy a fulfilling and meaningful, intimate life that resonates on a deeper, more spiritual level. Rather than seeing these changes as a limitation, see them as an invitation to rediscover and redefine what pleasure, love, and connection mean to you on your terms, at your pace, and with a heart full of wisdom and understanding. This is a time where the act of intimacy becomes more than just a physical endeavor. It becomes a shared emotional experience, a journey of vulnerability, trust, and mutual respect. The intimacy you experience now in this stage of life has the potential to be more profound, more connected, and more satisfying than ever before. This is your opportunity to explore deeper levels of emotional closeness, where every touch, every conversation, every moment shared becomes a testament to the depth of your bond. With open communication and mutual understanding, your intimate life can be transformed into something incredibly beautiful and powerful. Embrace this chapter with an open heart. Allow yourself to rediscover the joys of connection, the pleasure of emotional intimacy, and the satisfaction of being seen and understood by your partner in ways that go beyond the physical. This is your time to rewrite the narrative of aging, to step into a new phase of life filled with love, passion, and a profound sense of connection that grows stronger with time. You're not defined by the changes your body goes through. You are defined by the love you give, the wisdom you carry, and the emotional depth you cultivate. This is your time to thrive. We've reached the end of this heartfelt and important conversation, and I hope you've gained valuable insights into the changes that come with age and how they can impact your intimate life. More importantly, I hope you've come to realize that these changes are not the end. They're an opportunity for growth, deeper connection, and new ways of experiencing intimacy. Now I want to hear from you. What have you learned so far? What's one thing that you'll take from this video and put into practice in your own life? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective could inspire someone else on their journey. If you found this video helpful, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. By doing so, you'll be helping others discover this important message. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.